Do you ever feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders? Like your instinct is to jump in and fix everyone else's problems, even when it leaves you feeling depleted and exhausted? You, my friend, might be caught in the pattern of the fixer. This isn't about being a kind and helpful person. It's about a deep-seated need to be the one who solves everything for everyone. Let's go back to those early experiences for a moment. Imagine a child who learns that their love is intertwined with their ability to soothe a parent's anxiety or to keep the peace in a volatile household. The message, often unspoken but deeply felt, is that their worth is tied to their ability to fix, to solve, to make things better. As children, we're wired for connection, and we adapt to get our needs met. So we become incredibly attuned to the emotional needs of others, often at the expense of our own. We learn to anticipate, to soothe, to carry the weight of emotions that aren't ours to bear. That metaphorical backpack of responsibility, we start carrying it so early on that we forget it's even there. And we carry it into our adult relationships, into our work, into every corner of our lives. We become the go-to person for advice, the shoulder to cry on, the one who always has it together. We might even feel a sense of pride in this role, in being the strong one, the capable one. But underneath that strength, there's often a deep well of unmet needs and unexpressed emotions. Imagine an emotional firefighter, always on high alert, ready to race into any situation where emotions are running high. That's often what it feels like to be the fixer. We live with a certain level of anxiety, constantly scanning our environment for any signs of distress, any emotional fires that need to be put out. And when we inevitably encounter these emotional fires, we spring into action. We offer advice, we try to fix the problem, we take on the burden of making it all better. But this constant state of emotional firefighting is exhausting. It leaves us feeling depleted, resentful, and disconnected from our own needs. We might start to notice patterns in our relationships, feeling responsible for other people's happiness, feeling suffocated when others try to set boundaries with us, or feeling guilty when we're not actively helping. We might even find ourselves drawn to people who need fixing, unconsciously perpetuating the cycle. Chapter 3. The Hook of Validation, Why We Stay Stuck. So why is it so hard to break free from the fixer role? Well, for one, it's often deeply intertwined with our identity. We've been praised for our helpfulness, our selflessness, our ability to always be there for others. It's become a part of how we see ourselves and how we believe others see us. There's also a powerful hook of validation that comes with being the fixer. When we can swoop in and fix someone's problem, it can temporarily alleviate our own anxiety and make us feel needed and important. It can feel terrifying to imagine letting go of that role, to face the possibility that we're not needed, that people might be upset with us. And then there's the fear of abandonment. We worry that if we stop being the fixer, if we stop being so endlessly giving and accommodating, people will leave. We're terrified of the emptiness that might exist if we're not constantly filling it with the needs of others. Chapter 4. The High Cost of Fixing, Reclaiming Your Life. But here's the thing about the fixer role. It's unsustainable. It comes at a high cost, both to ourselves and to our relationships. We end up giving and giving until we have nothing left to give, experiencing burnout, resentment, and a profound sense of emptiness. Our relationships suffer because they become one-sided. We're constantly giving, but we're not allowing ourselves to receive. We're not showing up authentically, and we're not giving others the space to experience their own emotions and to find their own solutions. And perhaps most importantly, we're neglecting our own needs. We're so busy taking care of everyone else that we forget to take care of ourselves. We lose touch with our own desires, our own dreams, our own sense of self. Chapter 5. Rewriting the narrative, from fixing to healing. Breaking free from the fixer role is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning to sit with discomfort, both our own and that of others. It's about recognizing that we are not responsible for other people's happiness, and that it's okay to set boundaries. It starts with awareness. Notice when you feel that pull to fix, to solve, to make it all better. Pay attention to the physical sensations in your body, the thoughts running through your mind. What are you afraid of? What are you trying to control? And then, begin to practice setting boundaries, gently but firmly. Start small, maybe by saying no to one request that you would normally feel obligated to fulfill. Notice the resistance that comes up, the guilt, the fear. Breathe into it. You are allowed to have needs. You are allowed to take care of yourself. Outro: the courage to heal. Embracing your worth. This work is about turning that fixing energy inward, directing it towards your own healing, your own growth, your own well-being. It's about learning to love and accept yourself exactly as you are, imperfections and all. It's about recognizing that your worth is not determined by how much you give, how much you fix, or how much you do for others. Your worth is inherent, unchanging, and unconditional. You are worthy of love and belonging simply because you exist. So, take a deep breath. Release the weight of the world from your shoulders. It's time to put down the backpack of responsibility and step into the freedom of being your most authentic, wholehearted self.